because we're going through the devotee. That's pretty cool.
Isu Masih ki jai.
Huh?
Isu Masih ki jai.
Yeah. Thank you. What's the question? There's a question of Sunday Satsang, August 2nd, 2026. Question on Bhakti Sandarbha.
Maharaj, devotees naturally differ from one another. There will always be those who are more experienced, those who are newer, and those somewhere in between. Perhaps this means that our way of relating to each person should also differ. How can we maintain healthy boundaries and genuine respect when interacting with younger or less experienced devotees, while still being compassionate and willing to offer guidance? And how do we do so without falling into the subtle pride of thinking I am more advanced than they are?
It's a question about devotee identity and what is the attitude and mentality that any devotee should operate out of. In devotional life, there's no higher and lower. We're all jivas, we're all the same size, we all have the same connection, we're all related equally to Bhagavan, we're all his parts and parcels. We're all meant to love him, we all worship the same God, Radha and Krishna, chant the same mantra. So there's really not much bade, there's everything is obeyed. There's not much difference between one person and another. Every difference is artificially imposed by years and titles and ashramas. When you take all that designations away, then you get closer to the definition of pure bhakti. In Padma Puran, it talks about eliminating all these designations. Sarvapati Vinir Muktam Tatparatvaina Nirmalam Rishikesh Rishikesh Sevanam Bhaktir Uchate. For this definition of Padma Puran, Rupa Goswami made the proper full definition of not bhakti, but of uttam bhakti. Where does it go? Anyabilasita shunyam jnana karma dhyanabritam anukulina krishnam shilanam bhakti uttama. So Padma Puran just finds bhakti as sarva upadi vinirmuktam, free from all upadi means designation. I'm a senior devotee, I'm a Brahmin, you're a bhakta. That's all ego and it's all not bhakti, it's not devotion. But every devotee should have the attitude, I'm more tolerant than a tree, I'm humbler than a blade of grass, my duty is to serve everyone. Give Krishna wherever Krishna is needed and receive Krishna wherever Krishna is being distributed and share Krishna wherever anyone wants to share Krishna. That's the idea of devotion. So, I'm big, I'm swell, I'm a senior. That shouldn't be part of the mentality of a genuine bhakta. Because who do we measure ourselves against? We measure ourselves against the greatest devotee, Radharani. Radharani is the standard of devotion. Are we bigger than her? Are we more senior? Are we senior to her? We're nowhere to her. We can't even compare to one hair on our head. So we should always be humble. If someone needs help, we help them. We ourselves, like I always say to my students, always be a student, always be a teacher. Teach where it's needed and learn for yourself. Because Krishna is unlimited. So we can keep learning about and reading about studying Krishna forever, time eternal. So all these questions about getting proud and preaching to juniors, there's a general code that's described in Rupa Goswami's writings about the Kanishthadikara and Madhyamadikara. But this again is a type of designation. There's 3 kinds of Kanishthadikaras, 3 types of Madhyam, 3 types of Uttam. There's 9 types of devotees. Kanishta, Kanishta, Madhyam Kanishta, Uttam Kanishta. It's not necessary to get into all that. But the Madhyam, by definition, He makes friends with his equals. He preaches to the juniors, and he serves and takes Sangha and serves and hears from the seniors. So that's some kind of division and seeing some duality. But the basic idea is always be a listener, always be a receiver, and always be a giver. Always be prepared to receive Krishna from anyone, in anyhow, in any way, in any shape, any form. And always be prepared to give Krishna to anyone, in any shape, in any form, anyway. By prasadam, by holy name, by comfort, by a soft heart, an open ear, a kind heart, etc. Ego and bhakti don't go together. Ego, we say Namaha. Namaha. What's Namaha? Every devotee has a guru. And they all say, every guru, like I asked my guru, what's your guru prayer? He said, I don't have one. My guru prayer is from Prem Bhakti Chandrika. Om Jnanatirandasya Gyanajana Shlaka Chakshuramitamnena Tasmai Namaha. So every prayer, every guru ends with the word Namaha. Na means no, cancel, finished, not destroyed. Ma means ego. The word Ma in M-A-H in Sanskrit means ego. I am big. I am better. I am higher. That's called Ma. So Namaha. There's no me. I'm simply a servant of Krishna, humble carrier of the message of my guru. And I have no claim to fame. I have no rank, no special, nothing special about us. Like you see 100 fish in a pond, they all look the same. They're all the same color, same stripes, same length. So the devotees are all equal. That's like the Bible. Everyone's equal in the eyes of God. So, every devotee should be an agent of love. Love doesn't measure. Love doesn't calculate. Love doesn't think in terms of big and small. Love gives, and forgives. So, let's be loving, more kind, and less judgmental, and less measuring. And I don't know if you like that answer, but that's my answer. Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Okay. What to say, though? It's subjective. Okay, Jaya Radhe is shown. Any other questions? You raising your hand or holding your head?
I'm just holding my head.
Okay. I feel the same way. Yeah.
Gurudev, in Bhagavatam, Dhruva Maharaj, when he gets the darshan of Narayana, Vishnu, then Vishnu says that your brother will die, and seeing that your stepmother also will die. He tells that this is going to happen to Dhruva Maharaj, that your brother and your stepmother will die. And later on, he gets angry towards Yakshas and he kills them. And we see this kind of behavior in devotees, like Kunti also leaving Karna, and many places we see. So, how a normal person, and if someone comes and asks such a question, how we should tell? Because Bhishma Dev also, like every devotee has a behavior where sometimes it's like questionable for a person who is seeing from a normal eye. So, how to tell them? We know that we should not judge a devotee's behavior, Vaishnava, Kriya, Mitra and all. We know when a normal person comes and asks.
Question is asked, we didn't get to think about Dhruva. What about Dhruva?
He also he got angry with Yakshas. He knows that it is by providence.
But he killed his brother.
Yakshas killed his brother and he knows
Sure.
that it is going to happen by
Well,
providence.
no, he's just doing his dharma. Dhruva attacked the Yakshas. He's a king, man. Kings have to get revenge.
But he is also a devotee also, Gurudev. He knows
He's a devotee king.
that is Like Janmeji also, he killed all the snakes. Parasuram also killed all Kshatriyas.
Come on, don't pick on these guys, man.
No, I'm not picking. Someone else picks and asks me that how to answer. That's what.
You can't answer.
That's,
Only
I
a
know I
devotee
can't
can
answer.
understand devotee.
Because I know, that's why I want to ask you. You can't answer that.
Basically, my answer, I kind of feel that would be my answer to such a person, because there's two parallel things here. There's Atma and Deya. Deya means body, which is ruled by Dharma and Karma, and Atma is ruled by Shastra and Bhagavan. So Seva and Bhakti is all about the Atma, but Dharma and Karma is all about the body. So these things are intertwined, like DNA, drawing of DNA, you know. They're intertwined. So they're overlapping. It's not that every second they're acting like devotees. Sometimes they're acting like crazy. So you're saying, how is the devotee do it? Devotees don't do that. That's not the devotee aspect of true acting. That's the crazy king acting. So I would think this is the answer that harmonizes these apparent out of character behavior, because the devotee is devotee in those times, in the Puranic times, devotees were in Varnashram Dharma. Now it's a different story. There's no Varna ashram system existing. But then everything was tightly bound and tightly controlled and ruled by Varna and ashram. And all that's Shastra. Shastra rules for Varna, rules for ashram. So Bhishma is a king, he's a Kshatriya. Dhruva is a king, he's a Kshatriya. The way they act, they're acting like Kshatriyas. That's their dharma. Their brothers killed by these guys. You have to even the score. That's what kings do. Devotee kings also. But that doesn't mean he's not a devotee. So it's so hard. It's hard for people to understand that. It's like, for example, a guy goes to church and prays like anything. He's really humble. He prays. He goes home, and some thief is in his house trying to molest his wife or try to kill his wife. So he takes a gun and shoots the thief. Say, well, he's supposed to be humble. He's supposed to be humble devotee. He's never heard of flee. No, that's his dharma, is to protect his wife. It's not his devotion. It's not an act of devotion to kill someone, but it's what he had to do. Protect his wife. So it's, you have to have some booty that means discrimination. This is act of karma and dharma. This is act of bhakti. They're not the same. Hanuman's a great bhakta of Ram. He serves Ram day and night, but on the battlefield he eats people. He put demons in the mouth, shot them up, and spit them out. They don't taste good. Bite their head off and spit them out. So, but he's a great devotee. I don't know, that's a pretty good analogy, but... Okay, let's see. Okay. Any more question on that? Hey, go in, Sri Radha Ki Jai. Baba, Krishna Das Baba.
Yeah, there's a Gita sloka that talks about the devotee, if they commit abominable acts, they should be considered saintly because they're fixed in their determination.
Yeah, 931.
Yes. That might apply a little.
Yeah, that's a tricky verse.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Commentaries are very necessary to study to understand that verse.
Yeah.
It's kind of related. But I think I kind of stand by my answer. These are two different ways of walking bhakti and walking varnashram dharma, dharma and karma. That solves a lot of dilemmas if you understand the social setting, because everything is kala desha patra, time, place, and circumstance. We're not talking about 2026, we're talking about millions of years ago, other planetary systems, other time periods, thousands of years ago. The world, human beings are ruled by dharma and karma. It's called Vedic karma, Vedic dharma and karma are one package. It's action karma that leads to dharma. Dharma, art, kam, moksha. Dharma means karma. Karma produces art produces more karma and calm, enjoyment, facility. And then you get detached from that, then you do more action, more karma. It becomes nishkam karma, then it becomes bhakti karma, akarma. Karma is always there, it means action. And eventually it gets liberation and prema. So these are dynamic realities that human beings move through and operate under. Dharma, karma, and bhakti. They're overlapping and integrated. There's a social context of the body and mind, and then the spiritual context of the Atma. Because we're two in one, we're not just a body, we're also Atma. Two different roads, two different paths. The Atma doesn't need a bowl of oatmeal. I do. The Atma needs Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and Hari Krishna mantra and puja and all these remembrance of Bhagavan. Was that a question? What was? Turn it up. Okay, it's record. Okay, questions? Okay.
You say that Vrindavan is a place of desperation. You say like Vaikuntha is a place of.
I didn't say that.
Someone else. Okay.
Bhakti Rakshak Sri Radhe Swami said that.
Okay. It's what exactly is it? Means I could not.
Get married, you'll understand.
Can be in any place.
You know what he does for me. There was a phrase that was recited by a great Vaishnava, Bhakti Rakshak Sri Radhe Goswami, Prabhupada's godbrother, a member of the Gaudiya Vaisnava. Maybe I'm incorrect, but I believe he said, the material world is a place of exploitation. Vaikuntha, the spiritual sky, is a place of dedication. And Vrindavan, during the time of Krishna Lila, maybe now also, but during the time of Krishna Lila, was a place, he didn't say place, he said plane, Plane. Plane means a level, a reality, atmosphere, realm, atmosphere, plane, a reality. Plane of desperation. Everyone's desperate. Oh, Krishna is not my son. I'm his foster mother and father. He may leave Nandagram and go back to Mathura to his mother and father. I'm feeling desperate, I'm worried. Balaram thinks, Krishna's not my brother. His father is Nanda and Yashoda. So maybe Vasudeva and Rohini will call me back to Mathura and I'll lose my friendship with Krishna. Balaram never thought he was his brother. He was brother in blood, but not brother in blood. So the coward boys are the same way. Oh, Krishna came from Mathura. Maybe our play will end one day and I'll run back home to Mathura. So they're always desperate. Oh, hope he doesn't. So desperation made their relationship very intense. very intense, and very tight, and very fulfilling. So, when devotees live in Vrindavan and do serious bhajan, they become desperate, like Raghunath Das Goswami, and express the type of feelings, something like Vilab Kusumanjali and Savavali. So I made a joke about that, but that's not the recommendation. I'm not recommending to experience desperation that way. Identify with Das Goswami's attitude and bhav and feeling of emptiness and separation from Radharani. Then you feel desperate. What is the definition of desperate? Desperate means you're in an ocean liner going from Bombay to America. And you fall overboard in the ocean. And there's sharks circling going around you. And your arms are tired. You're thinking, there's only two choices open to me now. Drowning or becoming Pakora. Shark Pakora. So then that's a desperate situation. So you really cry out. My best japa I ever chanted was when I almost drowned. Twice I almost drowned. I didn't chant japa, I chanted 3 names. Krishna Govinda Radhe. That mantra came to my mind. It's not really a mantra, but those 3 names. Hey Krishna Govinda Radhe, Krishna Govinda Radhe. And still floating. Barely. 1 finger above water. Okay, that's that. Desperation. Escalation, desperation. That's where I go. Any more dead question? No question. Yes.
Today in Bhakti Sandarbha, you said that, if I understood, that the desperation and disappointment in material life leads to what somehow? Is it what you said? Suffering from material problems and things can lead to what?
Okay, that's the question.
No, is it what you said today?
Well, we cited in Bhakti Sandarbha about frustration.
Yeah.
What Jiva Goswami said, he was talking about Pingala, courtesan Pingala. She didn't meet any customers to do her work, so she was frustrated in her attempt to make money. So in her frustration, she turned to God. But then he went on to say, he said, frustration, misery and frustration, material misery and frustration may, in some rare case, turn one to God. But then he went on to say, that person turns to God because they have some kind of connection or some scars for turning to God in their unconscious mind from the last life or earlier in this life. So he gave the example that, okay, Pingala turned to God out of frustration, but Dr. Treya, she served Dr. Treya, came to her house. Maybe he preached to her, he's a great devotee. He preached to her, she gave him a room, gave him food, he talked to her, so he preached to her. So he felt compassion for her, so he gave mercy to her, so he became a devotee. So therefore, bhakti comes from a devotee. So, we see examples also, I know myself, that people in material life, they get sufficiently frustrated. We don't know the cause of the last life, but they turn to God, they turn to Krishna. So you could say that there's many examples of devotees became devotees because of frustration or disappointment. Unless they do past life regression or hypnotism about last life and try to find out they were devotees or met a devotee, they can't know that some devotee caused that. It appears like frustration, disappointment. People do turn to God. Do you agree?
Yes, good.
So now that's why.
Yes, Artho Jignasu Ardharthi Jnani Cha Vartachya. It's the Chaturveda Bhajanti.
Yeah, 7th chapter of Gita.
In that.
Yeah, that's a good point he's saying. The 7th chapter of Gita, what verse is that?
18.
Anyway, Krishna says, 4 kinds of people turn to me. One is suffering, one is needs money, one is suffering, one is intelligent, and one is inquisitive. One is wants to know is there God. One is really just miserable. He's miserable, he turns to God. So that's a great answer. Thank you for that. Chaturvida Bhajate Mamjan Sukritadosha Artar Tartajinasa Gani Chavartarshaba. So Gani turns to God. Art means wealth, objective value. So Artarti means one who wants wealth. And
Artho means suffering, miserable.
Arto means miserable, suffering. So suffering can be a cause for one to turn to God.
Well, that's why now so much worse and so much, conditions to turn to God.
What did she say?
She's saying now world situation is not so good. Wars are there, suffering is there.
So it means it's Krishna creates to turn people to God.
What did she say?
Are these situations help people to turn towards
Krishna
God?
is creating this verse so that they turn towards Him.
Yeah, just look at the Vrindavan is full of devotees from other countries. Devotees are increasing like anything. You're saying the world's miserable, wars everywhere, tension everywhere, all kinds of migrations and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. People are turning to God like crazy. All the churches are full, all the temples are full. Everybody's taking shelter of God like big time. Religion's on the increase like anything. Look at all the people here in class.
Maybe.
60 people came to class today. 55 are unembodied. Many subtle beings come to my classes.
Yes.
Don't underestimate. And wait to Son of Shiva,
Yes, Bhutanath.
Hey, hi boy. Bhutas, Pretas, Vishachas.
Many people are watching online. Now more than 50.
Quality, not quantity. That's what we're after. We want quality. We don't need quantity. We have quality. Like one famous acharya, he said, they preach to the masses. I preach to the classes. There's one famous acharya. I'm not mentioning names. They, whoever they is, preach to the masses. I preach to the classy people. I'm not saying there's any similarity, but I don't know if we're going anywhere with this.
Jaya Jaya.
Jaya Jaya, Prasad there?
Yes,
Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Okay. Jai Radhe Shyam, good night.